Hello, hello, and welcome back for more Fiends and Frenzy action in the harrowing hallways and twisting trails of Perfidious Manor as we play Darkest Dungeon. And excitement is high around the hamlet. A new seeker, as you can see here, has joined our ranks. Old Garrett Jax, the weapons master himself, he's here, and he's ready to begin a campaign of unrepentant slaughter, and I, for one, am very excited to see what he's capable of. And I'm gonna throw out a bit of a spoiler here for those of you who missed our Darkest Dungeon Twitch stream, because I let a few men-at-arms out on the old stream there, and holy screaming Jesus on a flaming camel, did they tear some shit apart. They are nothing short of utterly amazing. So let's not mince any more words. Let's just go grab a mission here before Jesus finds a way to extinguish that camel and circles back to take me to task for taking his name in vain. Alright then, let's see what's available here on the old embarkation status. We're going to try and power level Garrett Jax. We're going to take some level 4 troopers here, and we're going to try and drag him through a medium dungeon, because really it's one of the few ways we're going to have to get him sort of caught up. It looks like they expanded our total... They did expand our total roster barracks. That's interesting. And intriguing. We could use that to maybe get a Plague Doctor and a Leper. We could fill in a Plague Doctor, a Leper, and an Arbalester. That would give us everything we would need. It's not a good team. Actually, that would be a fucking terrible team, but it would be a way for us to get them all to level 6. Let's stick to the plan, though. Let's see if we can maybe over-level and get old Garrett Jax more Resolve EXP than he has any right to on his first time out of the box. Alright, so who do we want to take here? We're taking Garrett, that's for sure. So Garrett... Also, what abilities have you got, Garrett? Rampart is good. We got to get rid of Bellow. Alright, so one thing we got to do first. Having played on the stream a little bit, I tinkered with Bellow a little bit. It's good. There's nothing wrong with Barrow, but there is a better combination, and that is Bolster, because Bolster is fucking amazing. Plus 5 dodge, plus 2 speed, and that is a stackable buff, just like the Jester's buff. Speaking of which, that buff with the Jester would be remarkably powerful. That would be a hell of a combination. Retribution is absolutely fantastic. Defender is amazing. Rampart also is actually quite good. All of those abilities are really solid. The most thing about Rampart is it has a move. This is something we could do from the 4th position, theoretically, however. That would give him a sort of role on the mission. Let's put him in a 3rd slot for now. I don't think we'll want 4-inch Nightingale on heals. That's probably going to be a little under what we would require. We could do Dorian Gray, and that would get him to rank 4. There's some merit in that. You know what? Yeah, let's take Dorian Gray. I beg your pardon? Oh, he won't do it because this is a level 1 mission. Yeah, well, whatever. We're not doing a level 1 mission. You wouldn't last a minute. Well, we're going to find out, sir. I'm betting you last a little more than a minute. Got a leper-only trinket. What are you? Hellion-only trinket that we have a pair of. No, not you. This is bad, but it is a blue and Crescent Deeds. That's a long mission. I tend to agree that he actually would not survive a long mission. We're not going to be able to do that. A medium, we can probably get away with. A long mission, not going to happen. Stress is going to be a real problem for this guy. He will get bonus stress for being on a mission that's above his level. We're going to want to avoid that one. That's fine. Let's take the estate. This has a green trinket. What have you got in Trinket Town? You're also green. You know what? If we're going to recruit a leper, this is not a bad trinket for a leper if he's going to be a frontline tank. Let's do this one. We'll take Dorian Gray. He's going to be on heals. Django Fett can take advantage of Dorian's marks. We just need a leader. I'm leading towards Brienne. She did a fantastic job on her last mission. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to bring Brienne of Tarth. So there we go. That's our team. Trinkets? I know you have none. Everybody else should be okay in the trinket department, except I think Dorian Gray. No, those trinkets aren't fantastic, especially since they've changed, but they're all right. Some extra accuracy. Looks like he gives up a little dodge. That's Django Fett has no trinkets. We should probably fix that. We don't have an abundant selection of good trinkets, but sort by character class restriction. That's actually good. Let's do that. Leper, Hellion, Eye Layman. They're alphabetical. Fantastic. Alright, so we're looking for a bounty hunter, which means we have no bounty hunter trinkets or they'd be at the top. Alright then, well, let's sort them by rarity and see if we have anything useful for them. No. That's real good, actually. Plus 10 protection, plus 20. You know who's getting that, actually? That's going on our man-at-arms. That is not good. We have 2 of those and they're not good. Grave Robber only. Plague Doctor only. Moon Ring, we're not going to be going in the dark. Dark is real dangerous. Real dangerous. Plus 15 accuracy. That'll be fantastic on an Arbalest, actually, because they fire from the back. That'll be very good. Plus 15 dodge of torches above 75% and minus 10 stun resist. That's a really good cloak. Why is no one wearing that? You're wearing it now, Django. Get you some extra dodge, buddy. Another leper, grave robber, a worry stone. Plus 10% virtue chance is interesting. I still think even with the plus 10%, the chance of gaining a virtue is going to be almost nil. But it is something. Plus 10% bleed resistant, minus 1 crit, man. And the other thing we can do also, by the way, we can plus 5 accuracy to melee skills and minus 1 speed. I'm going to put that on. That's actually not terrible. Let's then switch over to our friendly neighborhood man-at-arms. He is going to take this bad ring. That's going to make you one tough mamma jamma. Protection is a big stat, and man-at-arms have skill that gives them bonuses to protection. Do we have anything else that has plus protection? We would give him that as well. Doesn't look like it. What are you? Nope. Oh, that's for highwaymen. This is all, okay, that stuff's all class only. Looks like, oh, plus 5 protection for minus 5% damage. Yeah, we're going to do that because we didn't bring this guy for damage. Am I right? I am absolutely right. We did not bring him for damage. He's going to do insignificant amounts of damage to the foes he's going to be facing anyway. We're effectively 3-man in this one. Alright, so that's got you sorted. You have trinkets, right, Brienne? Brienne has trinkets, good. Alright, everything's sorted. Let's provision this mission. Gonna bring a little more food than we ordinarily would since we got the noobs. Probably not necessarily as much healing as I have, and cash really isn't an issue for us at the moment. We got a lot of cash. So let's go, we're gonna go with full 30 food, which is a lot. 4 shovels, definitively. Probably just our standard 1 of everything else except torches, because there's no way I'm coming at this in the dark. We're gonna bring 14 torches. And there we go. It's time to get to work. This is our mission. Let's do it. To it. Do it to it. Yeah. I do it. I do it to it. Do it to it. Mountain Dew. Do the do. How come that's never been a slogan for Mountain Dew? Do the do? Seems like a natural kind of thing. One would think that. This dungeon is too difficult for me. He just straight up screamed it. I very much like that. You'll be alright, buddy. Settle down. Everything's cool. Brianna Tarth and Django Fett are here, bud. They got you covered, man. It's gonna be fine. You're rolling swank big. You're rolling deep and in style, sir. Holy crap. That's why he screamed. It's because he got 30 stress right off the bat. And then immediately tried to steal what was in that package. Nothing must be left untouched. What is up with this guy? Garrett Jax, you greedy thief. You got ridiculously lucky, by the way. What is going on? He is compulsive and anemic. It's got to be compulsive, then, that's forcing him to do this. Is he going to touch every single interactable in the dungeon? If he touches every single interactable in the dungeon, he's going to die. Because he's going to have a heart attack from stress. See, I'd like to point out on the protection stat, that guy just got hit by a bone veteran who is considerably higher level than him, and still, he took no damage. Not a single point of damage. Also, we need to move Dorian Gray forward. We're going to need Dorian doing damage. Bolster, give me more speed, give me more dodge. This is your job. This is why we brought you here, man-at-arms. That hurt. See, look at that. This guy's getting shot by guys much more powerful than he is, and he's still taking almost no damage. Django, speaking of almost no damage, not really delivering a lot of pain there. Bone Spearman can't be bled, but Brienne's striking some solid work with 18 damage shot. Probably should go for the facial stabbing. Let's kill this bone veteran. After playing for a long time on the stream today, I have come to the conclusion that I'm pretty sure they have dramatically upped the critical percent chance of some of those bone guys. Specifically, the bone rabble. They seem to critical a hell of a lot more than they used to. Give me more bolstering, please. More bolster, more dodge. As you can see, the bolster stacks. Or does it? Does it not stack? 5 dodge, 2 speed. Well, we can test it right now. Let's test it. 5 dodge, 2 speed. Did it stack? It does stack. So 10 dodge, 4 speed. We're way dodgier, way faster as a result of our little friend's actions there. We're staying free of harm. Free in with the kill.
Give them no quarter.
Solid win for us. 2 extra food, which actually I think we'll probably just eat. We have so much food as it is. One other thing they added, you can only eat 4 food now. 4 food is the limit. I don't know if I mentioned this last episode, but once you've had 4 food, you have to move or travel before you can eat again because people get full now. Turns out you can only eat so much. One cannot be a hot dog eating champion who... Okay, so clearly he's not going to do everything, which is good. Otherwise, he would literally be dead of a heart attack. Probably want to keep our torchlight up. This is more for the benefit of our little friend, necessarily, than any overall goal. We do want to try and keep him in good spirits, though. Stress is going to be a problem. We can afford to eat a little extra food. This is why we brought an abundance of food. I knew we were going to need it. Not exactly the best healing situation we've got going on. We just have Dorian Gray. Completing 100% of room battles is our goal. There is no room battle there. The only thing we would pick up is whatever that interactable is, and since we have Captain Compulsion over here, I'm actually a little afraid of interacting with interactables, so I'm going to deliberately avoid that, lest he stumble into something that just gives him 50 stress. Or he's compelled to set books on fire or something else equally stupefying. So we'll just avoid that. Burn a couple torches, pick up our light level. Gonna need a shovel, that's fine, we got plenty.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
The cold stone seems bent on preventing passage. You're overselling considerably. That's gonna fucking ruin our shit right there. That's... Oh, he's at 74 stress already. Okay, that's very unpleasant, sir. We gotta get out of this fight as quick as possible. Dorian Gray, thank you. Please get some of that stress back. Nope, damn it. I'm very concerned about this guy having a heart attack, actually. Very concerned. Got a grave nibble. We're going to need to heal as well. Slavering ghouls, as you can see, have been buffed considerably. That guy's starting with 70 freaking health now. Which is an asinine figure, honestly. Give me the speed, please. I can't afford to have you guard, because if you guard, you're going to get hit, and you getting hit means you're going to get dead, and I would prefer you to not die. I'm gonna have Dorian Gray take out that maggot just as an abundance of precaution. Give me more speed, please. More speed, more dodge. We gotta have the dodge, we gotta have the speed. Keep doing your thing, man. I know you're not really wielding the weapons for us right now, Garrett Jax, but just wait, buddy. Your day will come. Your day will come. Look at that. That dodge is all you, Garrett Jax. You get full credit for that. That's your doing, sir. You're doing. So this guy's all but dead. Give me a weird reconstruction. We got the bleed, which is less than ideal, but we'll have to deal with it. We needed the heal as well. We do have a bandage, so if we want, we can always use that. Brienne of Tarth going to take us down, and I think it probably does behoove us here to go ahead and bandage, so let's get that taken care of. Onward and upward. 78 stress. Thanks for, yeah. So our little friend here is definitively going to need some stress relief once this mission is over. Hey, we got the surprise. That's good, because we have a bunch of stress-delivering enemies, and if even one of those hits our little friend, he's gonna freak right the shit out. So those bone nobles gots to fucking die. We gotta get them dead. You're not helping me out with that, Django. That did not help even a little, sir. Give me the speed boost. Go for the bolster. It's all bolster all the way down, Garrett Jax. He's a bolstering son of a bitch. Iron Swan, please. Thank you, Brienne of Tarth, for delivering a nice kill for us. We got to go for the facial stabbing. We cannot have a bone noble throwing blood in Garrett Jax's face. It's just, we can't abide it. We simply cannot abide it, sir. At this point, why don't you kill the bone veteran? Nice shot. So, despite having kind of a lumpy sack at the back of our truck there, he's really pulling his weight. He's not doing damage, there's that, but the dodge bonuses, I feel, have been palpable in their usefulness. The speed bonus, certainly nothing to cry about either. We're plus 15 dodge, plus 6 speed at the moment. This guy is rank 0, folks. He's never been ever out into a dungeon before. Garrett Jax has never before seen battle in the darkest dungeon, and yet look at his performance. Look at what he brings to the table.
Well struck.
Django Fett, of course, not one to be outdone. That was pretty goddamn remarkable, Django. So we're going to grab this loot, and we have a solid opportunity here to do ourselves a whole lot of good. Garrett Jax, throw a little holy water on this Eldritch Altar if you would. This is going to get him some stress reduction. Nope, it got rid of compulsive instead. I thought that gave stress reduction. And you know what? I'll take it. Getting rid of compulsive, it kind of fucked us earlier, so having it gone is by no means a problem. We have a maximum of 6 rooms left to do. I don't know if little Garrett Jax is going to be able to hold out. Compulsive is gone, so he won't take an interaction we don't want him to take. We've got that going for us. We also do have a camp still. We could camp if necessary, and I think it's probably at some point going to be highly necessary. We could also, when we camp, focus all our efforts on
and purpose is made clear.
our nice critical healer for Garrett, but we could focus all of our stress-relieving efforts on Garrett when we camp. That's also a potential, and probably Bone Noble got to die. Not Garrett Jax. Thank you. You can throw blood in Django's face all day. That's fine. He's actually kind of used to that. With the proclivity for his, you know, sort of sire to get his head chopped off right in front of him, a face full of blood is nothing new for Django Fett.
Lapse in concentration.
Little dodge. Garrett, if you could, buddy, we kind of need a little dodge bonus, perhaps? Why can I not hit that guy? I'll Iron Swan him. That's fine. Not exactly stellar output there from Django. Let's do a little bolstering. We need to dodge. At this point, we definitively need to dodge. And give me the Iron Swan. There we go. That's my Brienne. Saving lives by killing bitches. That's the Brienne of Tarth method. Probably should go for an if it bleeds just to kill the marksman. I don't want him shooting at the back row. These two are kind of limited in who they can hit. Another bolster, please. Thank you, Garrett. You bolster this show the way that your namesake... What was that guy's name? Fuck, I already forgot it. It's Garrett something. The big tall guy with the deep voice on fucking Everybody Loves Raymond. Except nobody really liked Raymond because he was kind of a dick. What's that guy's name? Garrett something. It'll come to me as soon as I click the stop button on this recording. Brad Garrett. Thank you. It's Brad Garrett. He's going to bolster us the way Brad Garrett bolstered Everybody Loves Raymond. We got a 0-point heal. That is not getting it done for us, Dorian Gray. 0-point heals are pretty goddamn unacceptable when you're our primary healer, sir. We're going to need more. Consider it, we got to camp. We're almost going to have to camp out of here because of our wounds. 3. Dorian Gray healed himself for 3.
Decimated.
Also somewhat unacceptable, Dorian. Either we eat every chunk of food in the entire universe. Alright, let's take a look at this. It's a grave robber. We already actually have a seer satchel as well. I still want it though because this is 1,500 gold. We can sell trinkets now, and trinkets that you don't want are definitely worth selling. Let's clear out some inventory space with food. We've got 20 still. Man, Dorian, you're not even worth using food on. That's right, I just said you weren't worth the food it takes to keep you alive, and I fucking meant it, Dorian. I fucking meant it. Yeah, we'll just take that's fine. Who needs the buff? Probably Dorian Gray. Although, as soon as we camp, that's going to be gone. Let's check out this room. If we don't have a fight in here, we'll backtrack. Then we'll camp and do the final 4. Yes, yes, I made a March Madness reference in May. Suck it. I don't care. I'm doing it anyway. This Bone Noble got to die. We got the surprise, though, so he's definitely going to die. We got that going for us. All right, then. Do we trust Brienne to take one down with an Iron Swan? I think the answer is yes. There we go. That's what we needed. A critical weird reconstruction. That helps us quite a bit. Also, why do you heal for so little? Dorian, is your heal under-leveled or something? So, of course, Brienne of Tarth misses. Shit. Gotta finish him. Also missed. This is going fucking swimmingly. This guy's gonna throw a goblet of blood in the face of our little friend, and he's gonna have a heart attack and die. Don't let Garrett Jax die of a heart attack, guys. Alright, you can throw it at... That's fine. Actually, we dodged anyway, so it doesn't matter who you threw it at. We still want you dead. Thank you. You are dead. I appreciate you cooperating with our we need you dead strategy. A 1-point heal from Dorian Gray, so clearly the lesson is Dorian needs to critical, otherwise he's fuck all worthless. Either that or his heal is rank 1 because I'm an idiot and forgot to level it up, and let's face it, the fact that his heal could be level 1 because I'm an idiot and forgot to level it is entirely on the table. It's probably the most likely scenario if we're going to be honest. Why don't you make this man bleed to death? It will require more blood coming out of him for him to bleed to death, but 1 point heal. We're getting a lot of ones there. What seems to be a entirely inappropriate number of ones. Fatal damage from the bleed, so Brienne of Tarth doing everything I asked, even when I don't expect that to occur. I said make that guy bleed to death, and then I immediately rebuked her for not making him bleed to death, but then he totally bled to death anyway, and it was the direct result of her actions. Okay, Dorian Gray is fucking out of his mind with the healing. It's either no heal at all, or it's a 30-point critical heal. The guy has no happy medium at all. He's either full bore or just giving us the finger. He needs to come to a decision about how he wants to behave. I'm eating food actually here just because we're hurt. What are you? A Blightstone? You're bad and only worth 1,000 gold. That being said, 1,000 gold is 1,000 gold. We don't really need this portrait, per se. Let's get rid of that. We'll take... Actually, let's take the emerald. We want the emerald, too. Anti-venom? Let's ditch the anti-venom and take the emerald. I'm not ditching the shovels. Those are probably the one thing we're still definitely going to need. Dorian Gray digging around in an old sack comes up with 500 gold that we can't carry. We got to keep the crests. We still need those. Adios portraits. I think we have no use for portraits any longer. Pretty sure it's just crests from here on out, unless I'm mistaken. Right, so this room is empty. Our stress is a little higher than we'd like. 77 on the newbie. I think we may have to camp. We may have to camp early and then do sort of post-battle stress relief. On the plus side, the camping abilities for men-at-arms are also fucking amazing. They're almost all self-only, which is a bit of a drawback, but they are very, very good. So let's pitch a camp. Eat our food, get our stress relief. Critical heals on the food consumption. I like ye. Alright. He can encourage. That's good. He can't encourage himself. Tactics, plus 10 to dodge for all companions. That's amazing. Weapons practice is stupefyingly good. I thought clean guns was too powerful. I thought clean guns was too good. Then I saw weapons practice and realized what an idiot I am. Weapons practice is nothing short of amazing. We're going to go with tactics first, though. The dodge bonus for everybody is really strong. You can revel. You don't really need to reduce your stress. You could sharpen your spear. Probably worth the 2 time that takes. Scout ahead is... it's useful. Tracking is also useful. Yeah, let's not get surprised. That would be bad. Dark Ritual. We don't really... no. Can you encourage yourself? You cannot. We have nobody who can lower his stress. You gotta be shitting me, fellas. Alright, we'll give him a pep talk then. We gotta get some stress resist on him at least. We can't pep talk again. Reveling does us no good. I wonder if we could double up and give him multiple stress resist. Let's try it. Can we make him 50? We can make him 50% stress resistant. Alright, well that's probably the best thing we could do for him then. I don't think we can do anything with 1 time, can we? We could abandon hope, but that seems inappropriate since we're trying to avoid giving him stress, so let's just rest. You're blessed with good health for today, at least. This place is horrific, and so you are at ease. Very poetic, Django Fett. I would not have expected you to be so. That's it. No sleep for us. We march to victory.
May we find
Man, Garrett's turning into a Gremmy here. He's fucking gung-ho. He's not been in a dungeon that long, but he's well out of his league, and still, you can tell. He's eager to come to grips with the enemy. Yeah, you books can just fuck right off. I'm not gonna mess with those. No need. Oh, that's real bad. Stress? No stress? 13 stress. That, I think, undid all of our stress relief and then some. Yeah, that's real bad. Clearly, our stress relief bonus did not reply to the stress we got from a trap. That kind of sucks. It seems like it should have applied. Alright, well, we'll keep going. No choice. We could bottle out, but it seems a shame to do so. This will just have treasure in it if we herb it, right? Yep, a thorough search. What do we got? A jester trinket and some busts. The bust we'll probably throw on the floor. The jester trinket is nothing else 1,000 gold. Alright, Bone Noble, you do not get to go first, and you do not get to throw stuff in Carrot Jax's face. You do not. That's it. I refuse to allow you to do that. Also, you need to die immediately, so there you go. 10 damage from a bone conscript. Surprisingly, he didn't critical. I'm actually more surprised when these bone conscripts don't critical now than I am when they do. We probably don't need to heal. Let's get the kills. We need to get through this dungeon and get the hell out of here before Garrett Jax has a heart attack. We could bolster. I don't really want him to guard any of our allies at this point, and he's not in a position to use any of his really powerful abilities. I kind of feel bad for talking up the man-at-arms so much and then putting Garrett Jax in a position where he can't really show off what he's capable of doing. Because the two best abilities are really Retribution and Defender. Those are the two best abilities, but we can't have stuff hitting Garrett Jax. The reason for that, of course, if we put him, say, on Defender and then one of our troopers gets hit with a stress attack, that stress attack hits Garrett instead. We can't have him intercepting stress. It's simply not going to work. Iron Swan and kill that person. Nice critical, Brienne. And stress relief for Garrett, which we desperately needed. Little dodge there. Brienne is holding up. I'm telling you, the dodge bonus that we picked up from the camping ability is doing some damn fine work for us here. Give me this conscript and kill him if you can. Yeah, he dodged too. Apparently he also has a man-at-arms in his party. We are straight up dodging fools. Well, we didn't quite dodge that one, but that's okay. You can't win them all. 9 damage on the old gladiator. That's solid output. Solid. Give me some more dodge and more speed. Garrett Jax speeding things up, adding to the dodge pool. We're going to be nigh unhittable here. Nice output from Dorian Gray. That's got us a kill. That's one dead gladiator. Django can't quite finish off the conscript in one swing, but we're not going to take anything away from him. More bolstering from Garrett Jax. We got to have plus 20 dodge at the moment. Plus 20 dodge, plus 4 speed. I don't think these guys are even going to be able to hit us. Garrett Jax teaching his pupils very, very well, I gotta say. Brienne of Tarth definitely taking some of those lessons to heart. Holy shit, that was beautiful. And there we go. Another critical. More stress for Garrett? Nope, no dice. Ah, well, that's alright. If this is end of mission, we'll probably just bail out. It is not, so we got at least one more fight to do. Little bit further to go, Garrett, but you're almost home, buddy. You just hang in there. You're looking strong for a rookie. Would have preferred to avoid this fight, but we got the surprise, so it's probably fine. Let's go for a breakthrough here. That's unpleasant. Oh, give me... no, don't Defender. I need speed. I need dodge. You know the rule, Garrett. Come on, you're a buff bot in this party. We're just bringing you along to power level you. You're a buff bot, sir. Do your buff and botting. Give me a finish him. I would like that man to be dead before he ever gets to go. And facial stabbing would be nice. Good critical. Dorian Gray doing some solid work with the criticals here. The unquenchable fire of the stars. Really what you should say is, behold the unquenchable fury of my knife. It's way more impressive than the fury of the stars, because that fury is real far away. Like I said, the bone veterans and the criticaling, it is an issue. Those guys really are vastly more dangerous than they used to be. We could have swung at the other guy, but I'd rather get the confirmed kill. It was unlikely that Django was going to take that guy out in one swing. 9 damage from a little graveyard slash. We got a heal here. 4, so Dorian Gray finally finding his middle road there. I would have preferred that he stayed axe crazy and just gone for like the 30 critical. Would have been more useful. We're still okay. We still got plenty of food if we need it as well. Let's not forget. We do have plenty of food. Can we burn 2 torches? And that maxes us. Let's just throw 1 torch on the ground. I'm gonna take these crests. Probably ideally should have thrown those busts on the ground, but 1 torch, we don't really need it that badly. We can avoid the Noid and also avoid taking that torch. Dorian, what's in the sack? The sack is empty. Those books are going to remain unread because fuck books forever. That's what I have to say. You can suck at books. Alright, don't target Garrett Jax, Bone Noble. Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation and not picking on the little guy. It's really quite valiant of you, honestly. It really is. Very noble of you indeed. Do we concentrate on... You know what? The Spearman could really hurt Garrett, actually, with some of those follow-through attacks, so let's mark him up and see if we can get him killed. I'm gonna go for the Abyssal Artillery, which the Bone Noble dodged, which sucks. Bolster, more dodge, more speed, all the dodges for me. Brienne of Tarth has been spot on with the Iron Swan whacking those Bone Noble. She's really been just fucking crushing those guys as soon as they poke their heads up. It's like watching somebody who's really good at whack-a-mole. Alright. You can't collect bounty on that guy? Why not? This has me slightly salty. I was hoping maybe you'd critical that conscript and push this guy forward so we could hit him next time, but no dice. That's okay. Dorian Gray will finish him off. And I'd like to point out, I think our whole team went before the enemy, so we now have plus 20 dodge and plus a ton of speed. Only 2 damage. That's the one thing that doesn't really hurt Garrett Jax. When these guys throw weapons at him, it really doesn't do a whole lot. The weapon damage is not really a problem. We probably got to heal here. 10 damage, that's solid. It's not not fantastic, but it is. That's journeyman healing right there. That was probably overkill. That guy can bleed? How can a bone spearman bleed? That guy's made of bones. He can bleed? I'm not complaining. I just that actually seems like a legitimate bug. No other bone creatures bleed. Now let's mark the bulwark then. And there goes the spearman who has bled to death from his missing vascular system. I'm not sure again how that works. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a hematologist. I'm not an internist. I have no idea how the body works, but I'm pretty sure you have to have skin and blood inside you in order to bleed to death. You know, being missing those things really seems like it would make it difficult to perish from loss of blood. I don't know, maybe he's just got really slow reactions and it just finally caught on to the fact that he has no blood. I suppose that could happen. You know what? Let's guard a dude. Guard Brienne of Tarth. Just so you guys can kind of see how this works if the enemy swings at her. Not that I expect him to, because that guy's fucking dead. And that's probably end of mission. It is not end of mission. So we have at least one more room battle to do. Alright, well, the key we've sort of got to hang on to. This debuff charm is worth $1,000 if we keep it. We don't really hugely have need of cash at the moment. Theoretically, we would throw the emerald on the floor before anything else. Let's get rid of this holy water. I'm going to take the... You know what? Fuck it. I'll get rid of the key, too. This is an heirloom chest. I don't really care what's in it. It's trapped, so it hardly matters. How much are you bleeding? Not terribly. Let's just patch up with what food we have remaining. Glad we saved the shovel. We are going to keep 4 food in case of a hunger prompt. We're not going to go that crazy. We did get a critical food heal there. I really like that food can critical. That's a solid inclusion. It really is. Which, I'm glad we saved the cash for the hunger prompt, because again, not being able to eat when starving would have put Garrett over the mark. We're going to crank our torchlight all the way up. I wish I hadn't thrown that holy water on the ground. We could have gotten rid of some of Garrett's stress, but at this point, I really feel we're... Yeah, you know what? Let's have Dorian Gray. If anybody's got sins to confess, Dorian Gray is the right man. What did he get rid of? Oh, Dorian had rabies this whole time? Okay. It seems like rabies is a strange thing to confess away, but hey, I'll take it. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 22 days since my last confession. And what sins have you to confess, my son? I was bitten by a rabid animal, and I'm pretty sure I have rabies. Please entreat the Lord to forgive me. I am ashamed of my rabidness. I should have not petted a strange dog. This is what I get, but I should have known better. Very well, my son. 10 Hail Marys, 2 All Fathers, and go in peace. An extra 18 stress for Brienne is not the end of the world, especially when Dorian Gray comes back with a thunderous critical and gets 5 of it back for us. Who else wants some? Oh, a stressful incantation on Garrett Jax could be the end of him, so let's avoid that. A critical incantation would definitely put him over the 100 mark. You gotta die. You're not quite dead. I can't help but notice you didn't quite make the death point. If you could maybe just lay down and expose your throat for me, I would appreciate it. Dorian Gray, that's fine. He laid down and exposed his throat. I mean, basically that's what it is. 12 damage from Brienne is solid. I have to assume Django's going to close this out. He did. This is end of mission. It has to be. How is this not end of mission? We've done every room battle. All right, game. We've done every room battle. We've done every room battle. Okay, then. I was about to be real upset for a moment, but then you rallied it. You get a bygone this time, game. A bygone.
More bones return to
So
rest.
the only thing that matters here is how much Resolve EXP Garrett Jax managed to pull. We did not do particularly well in the gold department. Only 13 grand. That's not a lot. We got a lot of heirlooms, which we didn't necessarily need. Garrett Jax got 6 Resolve EXP. He's almost most of the way to 2 already. Fantastic. Well done, Garrett. A Blutomania for Dorian Gray, plus 5 accuracy for natural swing is fine. Brienne is bulimic. I find that hard to believe. Doesn't really seem like the sort of gal who'd have an eating disorder. If anything, she probably needs to eat more to put on extra weight. Mostly because, you know, she burns a lot of calories and needs to rebuild muscle. That kind of exercise really destroys muscle tissue. She needs a lot of protein to help rebuild it. Garrett Jax, though, is going to be taking a nice little trip in for some stress relief, so let's get that taken care of. Garrett's going to... Is there anything you won't do, Garrett? Nope, you're just anemic. Well, if you have anemic blood, probably the best treatment for you, sir, is to do a little drinking. Anemia and drinking, I'm told, go... Actually, I don't think they interact at all. I'm just talking out of my ass. Let's check the stagecoach. Do we have an arbalest? We do not. We have 3 occultists, a seeker, or rather a leper, a fucking plague doctor. You can... I suppose we could pick him up. Yeah, we've got a bigger roster slot. Let's buy the stupid plague doctor. It's fine. Take the plague doctor. Whatever. I'm never taking him on a mission until I have to. We also theoretically need a leper as well. So we could do a Garrett Jax, Florence Nightingale, leper, plague doctor party. I don't really like that party combination at all, mostly because the plague doctor is nothing but a fucking boat anchor dragging us down. We could replace the plague doctor with an arbalester, and that actually would be quite a good party. But I digress. No arbalester has showed up, so gonna have to wait another day for that one. And while we wait, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more Darkest Dungeon, new episodes 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, consider subscribing as well. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.